Hey Jeff, it's Thaddeus House. We met a few weeks ago at the BNI meeting, and you asked me to shoot you a video, to send you some information, just kind of doing a little audit on your website and giving you some feedback. So here it is. So over the next few minutes, Jeff, I'm going to take some time and I'm going to show you 4 things as to why your competitors are getting traffic or how they're getting traffic from Google, which is ultimately leading to them having more leads, more customers, and really driving more revenue. So a little bit about me. The name of my company, it's called Local Lift Group, and what we do is we help local business owners increase their presence online by optimizing your website, fixing things on your website, but also taking all of your social profiles and everything and really just flooding the internet with who you are and what you're about, and making so your customers can find you. So a little bit more than what you might find just with a normal typical SEO company. But yeah, that's just a little bit about who we are. So you can see right now I'm on your website, and at the end of the video I'm actually going to go over your entire website, but I want to start with the 4 things that your competitors are doing to end up right here on this page. So when we type in deck contractors Colorado Springs, which is the local search for your particular niche, and I see you guys do more than just decks too, so we can talk about that. But we talked about decks on that day, and I heard you mention that a couple of times. So when we see decks, we can see, we pull this up and we have this little map listing right here with these 3 guys here. We have one up here who's also right there, so you can already see these guys are on page 1 twice. Once there, once there. Rocky Mountains on the front page twice. Once there, right there. Deckworks is once there, once right here. Now, what my company does is we kind of, in a sense, reverse engineer and really go above and beyond what these guys have done to help you get to those spots as well. So the next time somebody looks up deck contractors Colorado Springs, they'll see innovative exteriors of Colorado on that page as well. So how did they get there? Here's how. First thing is content. So with Colorado Springs Deck Builders, when you land on their website, what's the first thing you see? It's Colorado Springs Deck Builders. Right off the bat, I know what they're about. I know what they're doing. It says it again here. They have a lot of content on their homepage telling the customer, the user, exactly who they are. It also tells the search engines who they are, what they are about. So that's great. Love the fact that they have that. They have 12 pages of content, which I can see right there. And yeah, so content is going to be the first thing, and not just the length of words, but what the words say. So that's one of the things that I see on your website as an opportunity. When I land there, I don't necessarily know what it's about. I see a bunch of different things, so we'll want to get that cleaned up. So that's one, is content. The second thing is when you see this right here, these little red dots, this is called the Google Maps section. How you get here is by having a strong list of citations. So when I put you guys into the citation tool that we use, it shows Colorado Custom Decks, which is their number 1. They have 152 citations. Your competitors have 31, 55, 64, and 11. Now, you guys have 25, and that's good. The difference is that they have some that are have a little bit more power and a little bit more recognition than some of the ones that you have. So one of the things that we would do is make sure that you go above and beyond this 152. We'll get you the right ones, and we'll make sure that you're the leader in that area, so we can try to get you positioned into that top Google Maps spot. So citations are nothing more than your business is being listed in directories all over the internet. It's kind of an annoying task to do. That's why you see a lot of people don't have them, but we get those done for you because we see the value and the importance of getting those done. According to this tool, there's about 256 that you can see there, more opportunities, and we actually have even more than that we can go out and pursue and try to secure for you and your business, and that makes you get everywhere. So that's citations. The next thing after content citations, that is your social profiles. So I believe you guys have a Facebook page. It doesn't look like it's been touched in a while, but check this out, Jeff. When I go to page 2 for that same search in Google, look who I see at the top of page 2. So we got page 2 there. I have a Yelp page there. I see a Yelp page there. A Yellow page is there. We got a Facebook down here. I actually know what to do to get those pages to the front. So not only could you have a Google Maps listing, your website listing, we also want to try to get your social profile listings like your Yelp page or Facebook page listed. And if they're not on the first page, they're on the second page, and that's awesome. Right now, we don't see any of these for you guys. I think you might even actually have a Yelp page. It just hasn't been optimized. And so we would coach you through how to get that started. And then we take your Yelp page and do some things to get that out there into the marketplace as well. Because if someone finds your Yelp page and it has a bunch of reviews, they'll learn even more about that than they would just looking at your website. So that's another powerful tool that we want to help you guys capitalize on. Last but not least, the fourth, and I'm wheeling this thing, they're called backlinks. This is where it gets a little bit more techy and a little kind of more geeky and more complicated. But basically it's this. A backlink is a vote or a link from another website that links back to your site. So let's say Colorado Springs Deck has a link that goes back to your website. So if I click on a word, it goes back to Innovative Exteriors. That would be considered a backlink. So backlinks are probably one of the most key things in order to get your website to rank at the top of Google, Bing, Yahoo, all of those search engines. And that is something that we specialize in here. So when we look at backlinks for DW Construction Co., there are ones that are on the first page of Google for Deck Builders Colorado Springs. They have 52 external backlinks. That means 52 sites out there have a link back to their site. Okay, we can see that right here. In the last 5 years, 359 links have been built back to their site. That's awesome. Not all links are created equal, so you don't necessarily have to have that many, but we know the right ones, and we have the right ones that we'd go out and find for your business to make sure you're getting a link, you're getting votes back to your site from there. Now, here's what happens when I put in your website. There's 7 backlinks, and there's 1 actually being filed right now, 3 in the last 5 years. So also your trust flow, citation flow is low. That has to do with the citations and some of the other things that I've already talked about. This right here, it was alarming for me to see, all right, your website's been around for a while, but you don't have any sites linking back to you, which means that there's no authority, there's no credibility in the eyes of Google. So this is be one of the first places that we actually start with you, is to make sure that we get you guys some of the best, most powerful backlinks to your site, and that right there will start to push you up the search engines. So those are kind of what we do in a nutshell. Lastly, I just wanted to jump on your website and show you a couple of things that I noticed on here. I'm going to actually go back to that picture right here. So this picture right here is kind of blurry. This would just be one of the things that I would want to clean up and change on your website. Also, when I see this and I log here, what is it about? Innovative Exteriors, but what does that mean to me? Where are you located? Like, I don't see anything about your geographic location or exactly what you do on this homepage. So we would coach you through, we would do some of this for you and help you add your content and make sure it's in the right place. It says the right things. It tells the customer who you are and what you do. Once I click on your services page, and this is something that's really important, so make sure you get this. We see roofing, stucco, custom concrete, decks, and that's great. But you only have a couple of sentences in each one. So the content needs to be built out. Like roofing should be its own page, Jeff. Stucco should be its own page. Concrete, that's its own page. Decks, its own page. When you do that, you're adding content to your website, and it's building out, it's showing Google that, hey, you should have me on your first page, or Yahoo, you should have me on your first page because I have this much content, and here's everything that we do. But here's the alarming thing that I saw, and this actually would be the first thing, even before what I just mentioned. When I click on more services, check this out. I don't know who built your website, Jeff, but they didn't finish it. So if you guys do windows, you guys do interior painting, exterior painting, custom interiors, I'm not sure, but this says I'm a paragraph. Click here to add your own text and edit me. Price $100 per night, including breakfast. Pretty sure you're not a hotel, and we definitely want to get that cleaned up. So this was probably the template that they used to build your website, and they just didn't go back and finish it. And to find out more, I think it goes to a contact page. That actually just needs to find out more needs to go to the entire page for that particular topic. So the cool thing about this, Jeff, I know I just gave you a lot. I did want to finish up on your website and just show you some of the things. I like the fact that you have your number up here. I would encourage you to put a contact form on here because my thought around the website is to educate a customer on who you are, but also collect their information so you can follow up with them and see if you can get an appointment so you can get a deal. If it's not driving you revenue, then there's really no point of having the site to me. And that's just my opinion. So I think there's some things that we can do together. If you want to increase your presence online, I guarantee you it's going to benefit you. You're only going to make more money off of it. Your business is only going to grow. There's a lot of opportunities within your website that my company can come in and help you fix. So you let me know. I have a contact form that you should see to the right of this video. Go ahead and fill that out. I'll reach out to you, and we'll definitely sit down. We'll meet. We'll talk about a game plan that we can work with that'll help you fix some things on your website, but really just increase your presence online. Like, I want to see your business grow, and there's definitely an opportunity within the deck industry, within the concrete industry, roofing, whatever one you want to do here in town. We can definitely work with that, and I'm positive that we can drive you some results here. So my video went a little bit longer than normal, but I wanted to make sure I got everything in, especially these last tidbits on your website, because I'm not even sure if you were aware that these things were saying that on there. That just would not look good if somebody were to find your website. So Jeff, my number is 719-210 6704, and again, just fill out that form. I'll be in touch with you soon, my man. Blessings to you, and have a great day.